Hey guys, and welcome back, or welcome if you're new to the channel. Now in today's video, I'm going to be going ahead and getting a rainbow shark and teaching you a little bit how to care for the fish. I don't want this to just be a video where I buy the fish, you see me put it in the tank, and then we're done.
Boring!
I'm actually going to be giving you a complete care guide on the rainbow shark, so if you want one of these fish, you know exactly how to take care of it. Also later in the video, you see that I saved some feeder fish from the pet store. That's a little bit later. But to start this off, I'm going to go ahead and throw you back to 2 or 3 days ago when I went ahead and picked up the rainbow shark. Okay, so I'm at the pet store. We're going to go ahead and run in there. I'm going to look at some of their other fish. I'll film a little bit of that. And then we're going to go ahead and buy the rainbow shark. Okay, so first off at Petco, they had some nice plants on wood, little cool decorations. Moving over to the other tanks, there were some mollies and some bala sharks. While we're on the topic of sharks, there they are. There were also these cool rosy barbs. They look like goldfish almost. I don't know, they were looking pretty cool, looking nice and healthy. Here's some more sharks. These are called roseline sharks. And last but not least, we have our rainbow shark right here, and that's the one we got. Okay, so I just got our rainbow shark. As you can see, he's doing good. We'll set him down right here, and now we can go ahead and go home and acclimate him. Okay, so we got our rainbow shark. We're back from Petco, obviously, and it's gonna be going in this 15-gallon aquarium. Now I'm gonna go ahead and get this guy ready to acclimate, and then I can tell you some facts about how to care for these guys. Okay, so he's floating in the tank, and this will go ahead and get him temperature acclimated to this aquarium. Okay, so a little bit about these rainbow sharks. They are semi-aggressive. They're obviously black and red in color. They are an omnivore. They prefer tropical temperature. They're tropical fish. 72 to 79 degrees should work great. They get around 6 inches when they're full size, and they need about a 50-gallon aquarium. So that means that the 15-gallon aquarium he's going in now is obviously not big enough. Well, once he grows up and once he gets bigger, he'll move into my 55-gallon tank. He's only going in this tank right now because he is so small. Once the fish grows up, it should be in a minimum of a 50-gallon tank. They like a lot of hiding places in the aquarium, as well as a lot of live plants, and they'll pretty much eat any food from flakes to frozen food. They're pretty much good with anything. As for tank mates, they are semi-aggressive, so you have to be careful with some of your slower moving fish. There might be a little bit of aggression with fin nipping and stuff like that, but for the most part, the rainbow shark is a great community fish and is good to add to almost any semi-aggressive community aquarium. Okay, this rainbow shark has been acclimating for quite a while, and now I'm gonna go ahead and grab him out of this bag. I'm gonna go ahead and wet my hand in the bag so I don't worry about tearing off the slime coat of the fish. And then I'm gonna go ahead and gently grab the fish, make sure not to injure his slime coat, and then he'll go ahead and go right into the aquarium. Now his colors are a bit faded right now, and that happens due to stress. Obviously, as soon as he gets used to his aquarium, his colors will go ahead and darken back up. So let's go ahead and give him some time to calm down and we'll check back in. The koi fish are doing great. We'll go ahead and throw some pellets in for them. As you can see, they love to eat. They're doing really, really well. I say that in every video except for the one where we lost a koi. We don't need to talk about that though. But the pond's doing nice. Need to go ahead and clean out the skimmer. This thing just gets so full to the point where you can barely lift it up. And of course, it looks like the skimmer has completely pulling itself out from under the rocks. That's cool. Wow. And then put the basket back in, put the float back on, and we're back in business. The ducks are chilling, doing good. But we do need to clean their water and get some food. Alright, they got water, they got food, ducks are happy. That's pretty much it for out here. Quick change up to today's video. I'm right outside Petsmart, as you can see. And I thought I should go in there and see what kind of fish they have, see if they have any feeder fish, because that is something I like to do. I like to go to these pet stores and save feeder minnows, because feeder minnows are one of the most popular fish used for feeder fish. However, I like to put them in my turtle tank, and luckily my turtle doesn't eat them, so it's actually a win-win. But I'm gonna go ahead and see if they have any. And as you can see, they have exactly what we need.
Package is secure.
Okay, so as you can see, I am back from Petsmart and we got us some feeder minnows. Now these guys only cost like 16 cents a piece. They're little feeder guppy minnows, whatever. And I think they're gonna do great in the turtle tank with all the other minnows that I've saved. So I'm gonna go ahead and run these guys home and acclimate them. Okay, so I just got back. The turtle is basking on his little dock. I'm sure he'll run into the water soon. And there he goes. But I'm gonna go ahead and float these guys in here. Just temperature acclimate them just like the rainbow shark. And as you can see, there's a whole bunch of feeder guppies in here with him, and he doesn't seem to mind at all. He only really wants his lettuce. So I'm gonna go ahead and slide this bag over, grab the little lettuce clip. I got him a big thing of red leaf lettuce. I'm gonna go ahead and stick that in the water and he'll munch on that very soon. I'll also go ahead and drop in some pellets for him because, you know, he's always hungry and he's a good turtle. Anyway, now we just gotta let these guys acclimate for about 15 minutes and they can go in the tank.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Alrighty, these guys are ready to go in. Got my net. I'm gonna go ahead and drag this back over here. Maybe if my net wouldn't get stuck. Alright, let's go ahead and get these guys out. I'm just gonna go ahead and rip a hole in the bag, stick the net in, and then just net these guys right out. And then these guys can go right in the tank with the rest of them. And there they are, good to go, nice and happy in their new tank. Now swinging on over to the goldfish tank, for goldfish being one of the most popular fish, I don't talk about these guys that much. These are my 4 fancy goldfish in this 36-gallon bow front aquarium. I have a canister filter on the back, and then I have this nice white sand. Now believe it or not, I get a comment probably every single day asking what sand this is, because I used to use it in my other tank, and I actually have it in the office tank right now, the 55-gallon freshwater tank. This is Petco's brand white sand. For everyone wondering out there, this is just a basic Petco sand. It's really nothing special, but a lot of people really like it, so that's cool. But overall, this tank is really thriving. I used to have a black moor goldfish in here that I had for a couple of years, but he unfortunately passed away recently. Now I just have these 4, and they have been doing great. We've got a couple plants in here, got a nice little rock sculpture in the middle. It's really nothing fancy, but I do really enjoy this tank just because I have a special place in my heart for goldfish. But overall, these guys are doing cool. We got some nice varieties in here. This one I've had for the longest. This kind of orange and white one, I've had him for I think like 3 years. And then the rest of them were kind of sprinkled in every once in a while. But that's it for this tank. These guys are doing great. The blue lights are starting to kick in the reef tank, so I thought I'd go ahead and show it to you at night real quick. The coral are all doing very, very well. The anemone tends to shrink up at night, but I can tell you that anemone is huge. The toadstool is doing good also, and overall this tank is really thriving. It's doing amazing. But that is it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Goodbye.